Hello, I'm Pablo Garcia and welcome to my final and fifth video blog for Intercultural Project. In that one I have to give like a grade for each assignment that I made, so let's start with that. For the first one, the portrait, the grade related to that the student present their assignment visually and professionally, and final product communicates their choice clearly and effectively. I gave to our group a 1.75 because I think that we present that in a professional way using the computer, all that stuff, but the mouse didn't work, so we have to improvise there, and I think that it shows that we are professional in that field and we could fix it in a good way. And anyway, we communicate it in a good and different way using a different platform and not using only a PowerPoint, and we add a lot of details and we contrast the sources. The other point, students are able to sustain their choices, including the use of at least 3 quality sources. I gave us a 2/2 because I don't know how can I grade it, because it's supposed that we have to invent it, all the details related with our character, so I don't know, we create his personality based on our own feelings, on our own desires, thinking about the best thing that could fix with our character, so I give us a 2/2. And the other point is choices, so sensitivity to local, international, and intercultural understanding. I put ourselves at 1.75 because our city was London, United Kingdom, and we looked about the thing that was happening in London. So I think that we made that well and very accurate. The other one, choices illustrate critical thinking, 1.75, because we analyze and evaluate the consistent or reasoning, and those affirmations that say the city accept as true. So that's why I choose that punctuation. I think that we critique every point that we put on the personality of our character. The last one is final product illustrate creativity and out-of-the-box thinking. I give to that one a 2 because I think that we were so creative and we present that in an interactive way, and we use a platform that nobody uses. To the second assignment, research outcomes, I have to say the same criteria that I said you before, but I think that in order to make the video shorter, I'm just going to give the punctuation in order as the one before. So for the first point, I give it 1.5 because we made cardboards, and I think that it's not very professional because it looks like a high school or a school project. But I don't know, but we successfully communicate our choice clearly and effectively, and I think that the people understand what we made, and I think that that's the main point. The professionality is important, but if the people understand what we are making, I think that it's fine. For the second criteria, I choose a 1.8 because we used quality sources, but we did not citate it properly during the presentation, I think, because I think that we couldn't put that in the presentation while we were showing our cardboards, you know. So, for example, I'm going to give you some example. For example, I'm saying too many times. We choose that London was an open-mind city, and the research that we found was the Forbes magazine. The second one, a startup event. We knew that because we read an article provided by the government of the United Kingdom. We knew that London is a trendy and fashionable city because we read a lot of researches and articles from the London Fashion Week. So that's why I put a 1.8. To the third one, sensitivity to local, international, intercultural understanding, a 2. Because we relate it with London and with the United Kingdom society, and all the factors that we choose and thought that could affect to our character are related with the London people and the United Kingdom people. The fourth one, if the choice illustrates critical thinking, 1.8. I think that we critique what we were putting on the cardboard, and we discussed it before put it. And the final one is final product illustrates creative and out of the box thinking. I give it to us a 2 as well, because no one made it, and we wanted to do always something different from the rest. So I think that we have to have here a 2. For the third one segment, the mood board, I'm going to do the same as I made with the other one. So the first point, the mood board, I think that we present that professionally. We clearly explained or clearly communicate our choices and our mood board. But I think that we could do it better, because we didn't know how we could relate the club thing. We didn't understand that thing very well, so I think that we have to have a 1.5/2. To the second point, 3 quality sources cited properly. I think that here we have to have a 1.7, because it's the same as the other one. We don't know, we made that basing on our own knowledge and basing on the things that we know about the culture from the United Kingdom, London, and the thing that we want that our character feels or has. So I think that we should have here a 1.7 or 1.5. I'm not pretty sure. So the third one, chases so sensitivity to local understanding and things like that. I think that, yeah, a 2/2, because we put there our character in Camden Town, where it's a place where a lot of fashion things and trendy things are developing or are taking place, and also related with the London Fashion Week. So I think that we take into account the local things happening in London. And if choices illustrate critical thinking, I think that, yeah, as well, 1.8, because we critique all what we made. And I think that the choices illustrate critical thinking, as I said before. And the final one, final product illustrates creative and out-of-the-box thinking. In that one, in the mood board, we couldn't be so creative because we have to make like a mood board. So you have to make a mood board, and all the people are going to make the same mood board, so we couldn't be so creative. But the picture that we chose were so creative, I think, and were so cool, and our club was so interactive and so interesting to listen about and to be part of. So to that one, I think that we have to have 1.8. I think that with that punctuation it will be fine. So that's the final assignment, the final project. If the student presents their assignment visually and professional, I think that 1.8, because the people, I think that the people and the teacher understand that clearly, our presentation, our club, our characters, and the things. No, sorry, I want to add a theme for the mood board, because we create a video as well in order to talk about our character and about the thing that was happening to him. So in the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the 5th one, the final product illustrates creative and out-of-the-box thinking, I want to change the punctuation for 1.8 to 2, because nobody made a video and we made a video, and I think that it's so thinking out of the box, and the people loved our videos, so I think that we have to have a 2. So yes, let's continue with the final project. This way and professionally. Yeah, I think that we present that professionally, and we communicate our choices clearly and effectively, and also in a funny way. But I think that we can mix like the funny thing with the professional things, because for example, if sometimes you are too professional, the people get bored or get like don't want to listen to you anymore or turn off their brains. So I think that we made that well. So I think that I should put to our group 1.9 in that point. The second one, the sources, 3 quality sources treated properly. It's the same as the other one. I don't know how can I choose quality sources, because it all came out from our brains, and maybe my brain can be a quality sources, maybe, but I'm not sure which punctuation I should give us in that part. Maybe 1.55 or something. So the third one, choices show sensitivity to local, international, intercultural understanding. Yes, 2/2. Because we made the club in Camden Town, and Naomi Campbell support our club, and she's from London, and there's a lot of things happening in London, as I said before, and the London Fashion Week, and Project Runway, and I think that we create that in the correct atmosphere with the correct characters, and I think that we made that very well. I don't know, yeah, very well. And the fourth one, choice illustrates critical thinking. Yes, 2, because we critique all the steps that we took, and each colleague of mine were giving his or her opinion in trying to make it as good as possible. So yes, 1.8. And finally, final product illustrate creative and out-of-the-box thinking, 2/2. I mean, I want to be humble, but in that one, I think I made that pretty well, and the people love it. And we made like the club in a box. Other groups made that, but I think that our box was the best one. I don't know. Was really cool. I mean, we made that with a lot of love and with a lot of feeling. Well, we have a technical problem, so I'm going to continue with the final project, and final product illustrate creative and out-of-the-box thinking. As I said before, I think that we have to have here a 2. And we made a box, and it was really cool, I think, and we put a lot of, ¿cómo se dice en ganas? Enthusiasm on it, and really want to show to our colleagues and to our teacher our final output. Because we were so proud of it, but I know that we could make that better if we had more time, but I think that finally it was fine. And also the presentation that we made, like the representation that one day in our club with Naomi Campbell and Heidi Klum, Project Runway, and all the stuff was really funny, and the people could understand how our club really works in the real world, in a real way. Because nobody made that. I think that was so interactive, so funny. They could know the possibilities that the people who join to that club is going to have if they join to that club, as I say before. And yeah, and that's all for the criteria for the grade that. And now I have to say you transversal skill that I choose to improve. I said in the first video blog, flexibility, perseverance, knowledge of professional literature from different countries, and critical thinking. And flexibility, I think that I improved all of them. I think so. So the first one, flexibility, I left myself to the agenda of my colleagues, and I say no when I couldn't meet or adapt principal idea that I had with the tips that my partner gave. So I think that I improved it. And perseverance, I also try to make that better, the output in every assignment. Each one had been better than the last one. I mean, the first that we made was like good, but the final one, I think that was pretty good. So I think that we improved it. And when I thought that we couldn't do all the work, an assignment that we had to do, I kept myself focused on the project and thinking how I could manage it and do a good job and fulfill with success all the objectives of each assignment. The knowledge of professional literature from different countries. To be honest, I have read about the culture in the UK and some articles related with that. and the topics that could affect to Oliver James Arthur Kennedy, our character, and things that help me to understand what's going on in London. And also I asked to some friend of mine to how English people do businesses and stuff like that. So I think I improve it, but I don't know if it's professional literature or general literature. And in the last one, critical thinking, I improve it too much. I think that it's the best skill that I improved the most. I learned to listen to the advice that the people and my colleagues gave to me and stop thinking that they say that in order to hurt me or make me feel bad. And for instance, I knew that they said that to help me always in a good way. And yes, I think so. To finalize our group, the thing that we made good or we made bad, I think that we made a big improvement. I'm talking now about my group. We're thinking always out of the box, and we try to sell our products and our assignment in a funny and different way. We learned we learned a lot from the new cultures. We create a good communication and a good atmosphere, and we shared a lot of different ideas, and we improved each idea of the other one always in a good way. So I think that it was so funny, so nice and so cool and so interesting in this subject, and to work with my group. I think that I learned a lot in that subject, maybe more than the others that we have to study for an exam or with a book. And I think that it's going to be that one more useful than the other one at the time that way I want to obtain a job or something like that. So yeah, I really love that, and I'm so proud, and I feel so blessed to choose this subject. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching me, and I hope to see you coming soon. I don't know where, but I hope so. Thank you.